Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. I had a live this morning, and a lot of people come into my chat. We had a good time. We talked, we shared, we discussed things. We tried to solve the problems of the world, and it just got me to thinking after my live chat um, about a few things that I wanted to change during 2023. Things that I wanted to change on my channel, the things I wanted to do in my life. Um, I don't make New Year's resolutions, but I don't know, a whole new year brings change. And I just thought I would do a few of these cards that I look at every morning when I have a vision board, and they have these cards on them. And they're inspiration cards, cards that inspire you to strive to do better in your life. They are positive cards that give you positive thoughts. And I thought I would do a few of them just randomly and talk about them. There's a lot more than these, but I just picked these off the top of the stack. See, I have this many and more. But so we're gonna randomly pick a card and talk about it. This first one is, it's got these glasses and the books. See that? And the word is wisdom. Now, as each day goes on and we get older, it's true, you get wiser because you go through a lot of different things, and you say, well, you either have a good experience or a bad experience. And if it's a bad experience, you have the wisdom to know you don't ever want to do that again. And if you do have to do it again, you're going to do it a little different. It's not going to be where it causes pain. It's going to be somewhere where it doesn't cause pain, because none of us want to be in pain, whether it's our heart hurting or our body's hurting. So we have to have wisdom when we try to do anything in life. Knowledge is good, but wisdom is even better, because you can have the knowledge to do something and not the wisdom, and it's going to go way, way off. So when you make decisions, make sure that you have wisdom enough to think it through and be patient, because wisdom is patient. I'm more patient now in my 50s than I was in my 30s. When I was back in my late 20s and early 30s, I wanted something right then. But now that I'm in my 50s, I can wait. If I decide to do something, I don't have to have it immediately. So let's remember, in 2023, let's have a little more wisdom and try to decide that we're going to think things through. All right, the next one, we got this young lady that's kicking her leg up there in front. That's the picture side, and it says, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. I don't know how many times that I could say this, and I have said this in my channel and on my videos. Be who you are. People are going to love you. I promise they are, because you're nothing like them. They already know who they are. People are going to love you. You're beautifully and wonderfully made. Now here's the side note. Don't be phony. Don't pretend you're somebody you're not. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't lie on YouTube and say things about your channel or about your life that's not true, because it's eventually going to come out. When I say be yourself, everyone else is already taken, that means be you. Now, if you don't know who you are in 2023, start trying to discover who you are, and then go to your channel, and your channel will grow, because you'll come up with you, and you'll have so many things to offer. People will just flock to your channel. So remember, be who you are. Be who you are. We want to see it. We want to know. All right, the next one is, we got a marriage going on, a wedding. And the word is love. Now, a lot of love is lacking in this world today. But there are so many people that still love with all their heart. And I mean, they love themselves enough that they don't let anybody intimidate them or come against them, and they know who they are. Now, that doesn't mean they don't get their feelings hurt. That just means that they know who they are, and then when people start attacking them, they can say, I know who I am and I'm fine, and I'm going to love that person anyway, because that person, either they're doing it intentionally or they don't know they're doing it. Either way, we need to pray for that person, because that person, someone said in my chat today, hurting people hurt people. You know, people that are already hurting and have problems are the ones that hurt people. That's just like people that have children. How do you think children learn how to bully and learn how to be mean? Their parents. They're not born knowing how to do that. Do you think Berkeley Scott, my grandbaby, knows how to bully a child? No, she doesn't know that. She would have to be taught how to do that. So I'm just telling you, love yourself, love God, love yourself, love others, and you'll be a happier person. Okay, the next one is opportunities. Now, if you live to be as old as I am and older, you'll look back on your life and you'll see opportunities that you know you've missed. Job-wise, the ability to have things, the ability for good things to happen to you. Maybe it was buying a house, you missed the opportunity. And a lot of times when an opportunity comes and goes, it takes at least 4 or 5 years for another opportunity to come along. So when it's there, you got to take it. Like the opportunity to go to college, the opportunity to buy a house, the opportunity to buy a car, the opportunity to better yourself. You know, whatever it is, it's not going to come around every day. So you have to know when it's there, and you have to just jump right in there feet first. Don't be afraid. Because where there's fear, faith can't work. And you got to have faith. You know, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence not seen. So we got to jump right in there and believe that it's going to be good. And you know what? You say, it's me, Angie. What if it's not? Well, if it's not, guess what? You went to school and you learned something. And we learn our greatest lessons through pain. Think about in your life, when did you learn the greatest lessons? Is when you were down and out and hurting. So it's a win-win, really. Now, do we like to be in pain? No, no one likes to hurt and be in pain. But we learn most of life lessons through pain. Okay, the next one is a bicycle, and the name of the street is Follow That Dream. And the words are Dare to Dream. You know, when we get to a certain age, I think we think, well, there's no sense in me dreaming about being anything. I'm at a certain age. My life is already half over. I don't have anything to offer. I'm not going to dream big. Well, you know, the one thing I can compare it to is, you know, people dream of winning the lottery, and they say, well, if I win the $100 million or whatever, I would do X, Y, and Z. You know, I would help others. I'd buy this, I'd buy that. But dream about other things. Dream about living healthier. You know, in 2023, my dream is to start eating healthier. I may not lose a lot of weight because I'm on a steroid, but at least I'll eat healthier and put better things into my mouth and into my system. Grow my YouTube channel. Stay healthy and not relapse in my autoimmune disease. Maybe another grandbaby. I would love that. Or the start of another grandbaby. Maybe that one of my daughter or my daughter-in-law get pregnant in the summer, and then by the first of next year I'll have another grandbaby. You know, it doesn't matter how many I have. I'm going to love all of them. So dare to dream. No matter how old you are, dream. Okay, the next one is trust the process. And you say, what do you mean trust the process? When I say trust the process, that means what you're going through and what you're going to have to face. Trust yourself enough to be able to handle whatever's coming your way. Because a lot of times we don't know. And more often than not, we don't know if we're going to wake up healthy tomorrow, if we're going to have another 24 hours, if we're going to live another 10 years, how our loved ones are going to be in 10 years, our lifestyle. We don't know. Just every day, trust the process of the way your life is going, and that you're on this journey and you're going in the right direction. Trust that. And if you feel as though you're not, turn around and go in a different direction. Trust yourself. Trust the process. The next one says, let me show you the picture. It's a steering wheel, a car door open, and it says, success is not something you wait for. It's something you work for. That is so true. That is so true. Don't think that you should be handed anything. You should work for everything that you have. You shouldn't be given anything. You should know that work builds character. It builds self-esteem. It builds self-worth. So you should strive to want to work. Nowadays, you hear of people that they don't want to work. They don't think they have to work. But when I first started out with a job at 15 or 16, I wanted to work because I felt so good about making my own money. So I'm telling you, in order to have success, you have to work at it. Just like this YouTube channel. You can't sit back and have a channel and expect to have thousands of subscribers and you not work your channel. I mean, you've got to make videos. You got to go out and meet people on YouTube. You got to make relationships. You got to make friendships. You've got to be real. I mean, you can't lie. I mean, you got to tell who you really are. You know, you can't sit there and lie about who you really are on YouTube, and then, because it's going to eventually come out. You need to be upfront and honest of who you are. And if you don't know who you are, 2023 is the year to find out who you are. What you like, what you don't like, what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay, whatever it is. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. This is the scene. It's a boat. Oh, it looks like a lake. And it says, make the best use of what's in your power and take the rest as it happens. That means what you're in control of, which is yourself, handle that. But what you're not in control of, which is everybody else, and what happens, because we're not in control of what's going to happen tomorrow or whatever. We can only control our reaction to it. So give that your power. And just let the rest of it happen. You know, don't try to control what happens, because that just gets you in more trouble and it brings more sorrow and pain. Let what happened, what is supposed to happen, happen. Because you're still here, you're still breathing, you still have a purpose. Just remember that. You may not know what that purpose is, but you still have one. And that's what 2023 could be about. You finding out what your purpose is. All right. This is a piano and on the back it says, the things that we love tell us what we are. Yep. Whatever you are, whatever you love, that's who you are. James loves to hunt. He loves it. That's his passion. What's your passion? You know, I didn't know my children growing up were my passion because I wanted to be there for them and support them. And because I never had that growing up. So I was their support system. I was James's support system. I supported them in everything that they did. Well, when I started this YouTube channel, I have gotten the most support from my family. They've supported me. They've encouraged me. They've wanted me to do this because I've always sat on the sidelines and rooted them on and congratulated them and, you know, been smiling when they would succeed. And I was always the one that was, like I said, on the sidelines. Well, now it's my turn and they're there to support me. And I'm so happy that I have you that supports me too. I really appreciate each and every one of my neighbors. And I thank you. Last but not least is this. And don't that look so good? Yes, it does. And guess what the word is on the back of it? Self-care. Now, we can do nothing if we don't take care of ourselves. Now, you want to make sure that you're taken care of before you can take care of somebody else. Now, that's not selfish. That's really doing that person a favor. You got to make sure that you're healthy, that your needs are taken care of as far as your health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health. If you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of someone else? And don't give someone else all of who you are, all of your power, all of your existence. No. Take care of yourself. There's nothing selfish about it. Because if you're good and healthy and happy, guess what? The ones that you're taking care of are going to be good, healthy, and happy. You're going to be happier with your job. You're going to be happier with your family. You're going to be happier with every aspect of your life. So I've come to you with these cards, and we've read them off, and I've talked to them, talked to you about them. And I hope that at least one of these will trigger something in you to want to be a different person in 2023. Want to make changes. Want to do better things. I'm not saying you're bad now, but there's always room for improvement in anybody because none of us are perfect. And don't let intimidation or someone trying to bully you or someone that's saying mean things about you or, you know, don't even let that stay over there. Don't even worry about them. Focus on something else because they'll be handled. Because remember the other day, you reap what you sow. And they're going to be reaping a lot. But neighbor, remember, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I want your 2023 to be just as successful as I want my 2023 to be. And I want our YouTube channels to grow. I want you to get the desires of your heart. But I want you to realize you have to get out there and do it. It just will not come to you. You can't sit back and expect to be spoon-fed. You know, you've got to get up and feed yourself. And with that being said, neighbor, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe. And share me out. And ring that bell. Push that like button. Got a comment. You know I love your comments. And as of now, I've got 800 and something neighbors, and I have been able to answer every comment on every video so far. But it's getting challenging sometimes because I do have a lot of comments, and I love it. And so we got like, share, subscribe, comment. And with that being said, neighbor, I'll see you next time. Bye.